The first-class cabin of Stellar Airways gleamed with luxury, spacious leather seats, champagne on trays, and the quiet hum of exclusivity. But all of it froze when the head flight attendant, Camilla Reynolds, stepped in front of Sofia Mendes. "Ma'am, this section is for first-class passengers only." Every head turned. Eyes scanned Sofia's simple dress, so different from the designer suits around her. She calmly extended her boarding pass. "I do have a first-class ticket." Camilla pinched the ticket between two fingers as though it carried germs, her lips pursed in doubt. "There must be a mistake. Perhaps you should wait at the gate. I'll check if there's a seat. Further back." Snickers rose from the cabin. A businessman muttered, "Economy is overflowing these days." A woman dripping in diamonds laughed softly. "Next she'll claim her husband is a CEO." Heat crept into Sofia's cheeks, but she stood tall. Years ago, she had been a flight attendant herself. She knew the rules and her rights. "My husband bought this seat for me," she said firmly. But Camilla's cold smile only widened. "Security protocols, ma'am. We can't let just anyone sit in first class." The words hit like a slap. Just anyone. And then the aircraft door opened. A tall man in a tailored Tom Ford suit stepped inside. Broad-shouldered, silver-threaded hair, his very presence shifted the air. Eduardo Vasquez, billionaire, owner of Stellar Airways, and Sofia's husband. He scanned the cabin, eyes narrowing as they landed on her. His voice was low, steady, but it carried through the silence. "Sofia, is there a problem?" The color drained from Camilla's face. The cabin manager stammered, "Sir, it's just a small seating confusion." Eduardo's steps down the aisle were unhurried, yet every passenger instinctively pulled back. He stopped beside Sofia, his hand resting protectively on her back. "That's my wife, sir. Eat, 2A." Whispers rippled through the cabin. "His wife?" Phones were lifted discreetly. "Yes," Eduardo said, his gaze fixed on the crew. "Sofia Mendes Vasquez. Has there been an issue with her accommodation?" The silence was suffocating. Camilla, pale now, tried to recover. "Mr. Vasquez, we were only verifying—" "Verifying what?" Eduardo cut in. "Whether she belongs in first class, based on her appearance?" No one breathed. The arrogant chuckles from moments earlier died into shame. Eduardo's voice sharpened, though he never raised it. "Before we married, Sofia was Stellar Airways' youngest head flight attendant. She once prevented a mid-air emergency that saved a man's life. Her commendation still hangs in headquarters, though I wonder if anyone here remembers." Eyes dropped. The diamond-draped woman suddenly found the magazine in her lap fascinating. The businessman studied his shoes. "As the majority shareholder of this airline," Eduardo continued, "I am deeply concerned about what I just witnessed." The word shareholder hit like thunder. Camilla gripped a seat back to keep from swaying. The manager's hat trembled in his hands. Eduardo pulled out his phone. "I've emailed the board. From tomorrow, every employee will undergo new anti-discrimination training. Miss Reynolds, you'll be the first participant." Camilla swallowed hard. Her arrogance dissolved into silence. "As for the open position of Director of Customer Experience," Eduardo added, turning to the manager, "I believe my wife, given her experience in this company and her treatment today, is far more qualified than anyone we've considered, if she wishes to accept." Gasps circled the cabin. Sofia's eyes widened, caught between pride and disbelief. Eduardo then addressed the passengers. "Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the delay. Champagne will be complimentary throughout the flight." Finally, he leaned close enough for Camilla to hear, but loud enough for the nearby rows. "Please ensure my wife receives appropriate attention for the remainder of this flight. Your future with Stellar Airways depends on it." No one missed the message. The woman once mocked now sat in dignity, while the proud attendant served her with trembling hands. Later, at their resort suite overlooking the ocean, Eduardo handed Sofia a glass of wine. "You always knew how to make an entrance," she teased. He chuckled. "Not how I planned our reunion, but satisfying nonetheless." Sofia grew quiet, watching the sunset. "You know I've tried never to rely on your name. I wanted to stand on my own merits." "And you have," Eduardo assured her. "That charity event you organized raised more money than any before it. This position I offered. It's not a gift, Sofia. It's recognition." She touched the watch he had once given her, remembering his words. "Time is the only luxury that matters. How we use it and with whom." Eduardo smiled. "So, Mrs. Vasquez, what does the future Director of Customer Experience think about transforming Stellar Airways?" Sophia's lips curved into a soft smile. I think it's time for a new chapter.